And on Friday, I thought I'll go to Middlesbrough charity shops. There's not that many charity shops in Middlesbrough, but I thought I'll have a look. There was one charity shop open, and that was YMCA, and they had sweet FA, absolutely nothing. I mean, they had things, obviously, but the selection of movies was just the usual DVD fare that they were selling at £2 for £1 or £3 for £1, I think, and I didn't even stay long enough to have a proper look through them. I walked up to where the video games are, because they normally keep the Blu-rays and the DVD box sets with the video games for some reason, but there was nothing much there. They had a couple of VHS tapes, which they were asking 50p for. Again, there was nothing that I wanted. So I moved on. I had a bunch of stuff to take to CEX, which I'd traded in some stuff on the Wednesday when I was in Darlington. But I decided to just have a little bit of a look through, see if there's anything I really didn't need. And I decided to, I was going to get rid of all me, not that I had that many, big sleeves. I've kept the 3 Star Wars, and I've kept the Blue Planet, because that was sealed. That and Back to the Future and a couple of others were all sealed. And I thought, if I'm taking them in, I'm just going to unseal them, save them doing them in the store. And I opened up the Blue Planet, and I just loved how it looks inside, the artwork, and they've got the discs with the matching artwork, so the discs almost turn invisible inside. It looks really good, and it's something I do want to watch, although I'm sure I can get it on Blu-ray at some point. So that one for now I'm going to keep, and obviously the 3 Star Wars ones I'm going to keep. I've kept hold of Back to the Future trilogy, and somehow I've got hold of a copy of the Jurassic Park trilogy, which I know I had before, but I sold, and I've somehow got it again. And just looking at the condition, I had to have got it from, I can only assume, CEX. I just have no memory of buying it. The J card on the back is one of the, there's 2 different types of J cards with big sleeves. The ones that slide on, and the others are just a very, the slide on ones are quite thick card, and they're nice. And the other ones are just a very flimsy bit of card held on by a little bit of those round disc sticky pads. I've got it here, so it's very difficult to see, but there's just a little round disc that sticks it on. But on the back, I don't know if it can be seen. There's little marks all across the top there where there's blue tack. So they'd obviously pinned it on the top there with the blue tack to stop that from just falling off. But I have no memory of buying this. It's not on my app on my phone, and it wasn't on my collection on Blu-ray.com. But anyway, this one and Back to the Future I've kept because I've put them on eBay. I had a look on eBay and I thought they'll probably do better on eBay than trading into CEX. And something's just dropped on the floor. I hope it's nothing important. Yeah, so yeah, I put them on eBay because I reckon they'll probably do a little bit better than CEX. But the rest of the big sleeves have gone. So I've got a bunch of vouchers, some of which I spent today, which we'll look at in a little while, and I'll explain why as well. So while I was in Middlesbrough, I had another look in HMV, and yeah, I found some more of these. They had quite a few, even at $7.99, more than I could really afford to buy. Hopefully, if I sell the ones that I've got this week, I'll pop in during the week, and if I've got any more, I'll grab them. Otherwise, yeah, that's me done with these for now. My only quandary, I suppose, is do I keep one of these? I don't know if it's a film. Is this a film? I can't say is this a film I would like, because everybody has different tastes. But I don't think this is a film that I will sit through the whole thing. And I understand it's probably quite a long film, so I don't know. I don't know whether I should keep one of them or not. This was a bit of a bargain. It seems to me that no matter how many times HMV get into trouble, they don't learn with the pricing. They have done a little bit more recently since this new company have taken over. They've had, they seem to have a more consistent flow of items in sales at, $2.49, $3.99 and whatever. And I found this $5.99. So we've got the Meg 3D, which I was very happy to find, and has the slip cover as well, which was a bonus. But this was the only thing in the 3D section that was remotely classed as a bargain. Everything else is like $17.99 or $21.99 or $29.99. A few steelbooks are stupidly priced. But it doesn't just stop with 3D stuff. Other releases, stuff that's been out for a few years or a couple of years, they're still wanting 18 quid and 21 quid. People aren't going to pay that, especially when those same films are in CEX. I mean, fair enough, they're second hand, but still, a third of the price or a quarter of the price. So as much as in the past I've really loved HMV and quite often spent a lot of money with them, to be fair, back in the steelbook days, when I used to get almost every steelbook I bought from HMV, it's only because they had their trading policy where you traded in a DVD, pretty much any DVD, and they give you a quid, a gift card for every DVD. You trade in, they put a quid on the gift card for you. So quite often I'd spend 20 quid at CEX and get 50, 60, 70 DVDs posted. This is back in the days when they did free post and they had DVDs for 5 and 10 pence each, and then just take them into various different HMVs every week and use that money to buy most of my steelbooks. Those days are gone, sadly. But yeah, I've gone off on another tangent. So the Meg 3D, $5.99. I thought that was a bargain. Also, in here we have a digital download. Is it really a download? I don't know that it is, because you stream them, don't you? But anyway, it's a digital copy. I don't know if it's valid. I can't believe that it wouldn't be, because how old is this film? Did it only come out last year on Blu-ray? I can't remember. But anyway, I have a digital copy of this that somebody gave me at some point. So if anybody's interested in this, I'll put a link in the description below. Just send me a message on Facebook Messenger, and the first person that wants it, I will send them the code, or send her a picture of the code. Assuming, I mean, obviously it's new, it's never been redeemed, but it may well have expired. I doubt it, but there's always that chance. But yeah, like I said, the first person, if anybody wants it, I don't know if people are just over the, well, it's been a long time, but whenever I put codes on, I've done it different ways, and there are those few that every time they take a code, they email me, message me and say, thank you very much, we've tried the code, redeemed, no problem, or it had already been redeemed or whatever. But there seems to be so many that just I don't hear anything. Now, I don't know whether people just aren't interested in them anymore, or just take them and that's it, they don't care. I don't know. So yeah, for this one, we're going to do it, go back to the Facebook method. Then I know for certain somebody is interested and they've taken it, because there's a whole bunch of codes from the last pickups video. I know for sure one was tried and it had expired for Battleship. I've had no word of any of the others, of whether they've expired or whether they've been redeemed, or anyone even tried to redeem them. So they may well still be available. I don't know. But they're on that video if anyone wants to go back and look through and try them. So moving on. The last place, was it the last place? Anyway, the last pile that I've got here, I went to on Friday, is a shop that has been disappointing for much of the past when I've tried. I don't go in there that often because it's a little bit further. It's not out of town. It's in town. It's just on the edge of the shopping centre, I guess. Called One Below, and it's a kind of a pound shop sort of place. Although everything isn't. Not everything's a pound. Everything's a pound or below. And they do DVDs. And the selection of Blu-rays hasn't really been that great for me. Other people that I've seen get Blu-rays from there have had some decent titles in the past. But there was 4 there that I didn't have. Nothing particularly special, and a couple here that I didn't even know existed. In no particular order, we've got New in Town with Renée Zellweger. I've never heard of that one. Or had I? Maybe I've subconsciously seen the cover somewhere or seen the cover somewhere and just subconsciously forgotten about it. I don't know. This one I definitely never heard of. It's a Kevin Costner movie, The New Daughter. Sounds like a decent thriller, possibly action movie. But yeah, £1. I was happy to grab that. A film that I saw a trailer for a long time ago when it was, I guess, a new film, and it actually looked pretty funny, and it's got a decent cast. And for £1, I thought, I'm having that one. Idiot Brother. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to trying that. So, yeah, the trailer looked really good. And then this is another one that I'd never heard of, but it's Keanu Reeves, Henry's Crime. Again, for £1. Thought I'd give it a go. And then finally, and I'm definitely going to do those unboxings in the next video, because since I did I cut? I'm sure I cut. I can't remember whether I cut now or not. Anyway, but this time I was looking at 15 minutes, but I'm pretty sure I've been going way longer than that. But yeah, today I went up to Hartlepool, which is only 20-30 minutes, not even drive, because I've been looking at replacing the 88 film slasher classics collection movies that I sold off at one point, just to make a little bit of money when I was needing some extra cash. And I've sort of been, there's 2 more recent ones that I need, but then, or 3 I suppose, that I've never owned, but then 5 that I had owned and sold on that I needed to get back in my collection. And I've kind of been watching them on CEX. Before lockdown started, there was sort of averaging between 6 and 8. I think one was £10. But over the last few months, the prices have just risen, and all 5 I think have gone out of print, or 4 of the 5 have certainly gone out of print. And those prices have gone up and up and up over the last couple of months. But because there's no CEX stores open, and nowhere for me to really buy anything to trade in, I've kind of been putting them off buying them. But I've got to a point now where I'm thinking, if I don't get them soon, how much higher are those prices going to go? Because I know some of those that went out of print a couple of years ago, I think one of them, the Bloodsucking Pharaohs of Pittsburgh, I think was it 25 or 28 quid now that one's going for. Luckily I got that one, it was still at only £12. But who knows how many of these ones that I'm missing are going to go up in price. And I noticed 2 of them were fairly local, or pretty reasonably local, for me to go and pick up. So I grabbed these 2 today using my vouchers, and at least 3 of the others that I need, I've got enough on vouchers to buy them online. So today I picked up from the Slasher Classics collection. This is spine number 9 from 1981. X-ray. It was 12 quid. This was one of those that was 6 quid a couple of months ago, so it's doubled in price. It's gone out of print, and that's what happens. It could very well go back down in price, but it could equally go up in price. So yeah, because it was vouchers, I bit the bullet and grabbed it. I think with most of these, actually no, this one has a different title, doesn't it? Well, it has more than one title, I should say. So the interior artwork on this one is Hospital Massacre. And the discard that. And then the other one I got is for £10, Scalps. It's been spine number 19 from 1983, and that was a tenner. This one comes again with a discard, and I think once again we've got different interior art. Oh yeah, I remember looking at this and thinking, yeah, I don't like that. So is that some original artwork from an old VHS or movie poster, or is that new artwork? I'm assuming that's new artwork. I quite like that actually, even if it does have the ratings on, which actually I'm not really that fussed about. If it was the Australian ratings, then I might not be too happy. I don't know how the Australian collectors cope with the size of the ratings they have on their covers. Although quite a few of the films I've had Australian releases of, they just have exactly the same artwork inside, but with no ratings on, which I think is a good idea. So yeah, that's Scalps, and this comes with a kind of an art card, but it's the flimsiest piece of paper with some advertisements for the other movies, which I'm pretty sure I have all of those. None of those are any of the ones that I'm missing. So there we go. That's pickups for this last week. Coming in the next video, I've got 3 parcels to unwrap. 2 from 88. Is it? No, 1 from 88 Films, 1 from Arrow, and just something else that was random that I traded in this week out of my collection, then rebought for £3 off Amazon. And I might actually get another one and trade that in. But we'll look at that in the next video. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao out.